automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions.
Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Return coming from the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. They're led out by the veteran from North Dakota State. Second pick back in 2016, Carson Wentz.
You can't really tell the Carson Wentz story without talking about his injuries. It really put a halt on an almost MVP start to his career. But he can look around the league and look at Baker Mayfield and Geno Smith and realize there can be late career resurrections, and he wants one.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But, Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder starting off with a sack.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's 2nd and long. To throw is Wentz. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Goff to the air now. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
first down. It's Gibbs. And he has this down to the 34. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Goff off the play action. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They go play action with Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
14 more yards. And the Lions first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Montgomery. Scores! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get a perfect start. They've got up 6-0. David Montgomery with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They give to Mason. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They're going play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Amik Robertson takes it away. And the Lions take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game, and the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Gibbs now from the gun. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
On 3rd down, Vikings sending out 6 DBs for the dime set. They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Goff. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Completed to his running back. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
It's 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll go for it. Goff. It's on target to Williams. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. The Lions out in front. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. They bring their tight end left.
I'm coming.
Throwing again, it's Goff. This to the back of the end zone. Oh, but he ran out of room. Incomplete.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, Dan Campbell never shy when he disagrees with a call, and he's thrown the red flag here.
Previous play is under review.
Oh, this one is really close, Brock. Did he establish possession and then get both feet down?
Yeah, maintaining possession while being a ballerina, not always easy. A lot to look at here, but I know he thinks he's got a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Dan Campbell thought that he had something, but the challenge doesn't go as planned. So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions pull out in front for their 13-zip. It's a Jameer Gibbs touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Vikings nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Now give it to Mason. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gordon Addison, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's been plays like that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Lions and Jameer Gibbs back out on offense. And he sure has proven to be a handful for him, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. A start on the ground with Gibbs. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Gibbs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Lions, 1st down.
Danger,
First and 10
danger, I
at the
say. You
39-yard
get this
line.
guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Goff setting to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of
14
downs.
more yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
I know the Combine tries to
First and
test
10
everything
at
it
the
possibly can
47-yard
physically,
line.
but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Escapes the defender. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he'll go down here at the 16.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Isaac Teslaw there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal. Again, Goff. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bates' kick is up and good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a first down off this defense just yet. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They go play action on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Mason gets it on a counter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Going the other way, Lions have it. And this will reach the end zone for Detroit touchdown. The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
This quarterback, you just cannot play it fast and loose with ball security because those defenders, Kate, on the other side, they practice all week to rip and tear and claw at that football. We gave it away, and even worse, you watch him return it for 6.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game.
24, Vikings nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And in a 3-score game, Brock, they have to find a way to reestablish some control here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz sets a pass. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Now Wentz. Dumped off to his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Robs this deep down the middle. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls you just trust the most.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fields this clean at the 30. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense.
At their own
It sure seems like they've been able to
40-yard
score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets through it for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing is gone. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Goff back to throw. Throw is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 41-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Throw again. Goff. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. And
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they could try for some points going into the break.
The 28-yard line.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Bates' kick is up and good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And he's got it, but didn't stay in bounds. Oh, hold on. There's a flag on the field, though. Let's listen. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
A 35-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And that brings it back within 3 scores at least. The gap now 24. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs to start the third. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Goff. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's good.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, it's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Goff off the play action. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Goff looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. It's on target to Williams. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Wow, wide open here. Complete. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Goff. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He's looking Isaac to Slaw's way. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Third down.
You know, the goal on a lot of
13.
these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Goff now, 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Intended for Jameer Gibbs.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This 32 yards out on the right hash. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Gives left side to Mason. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Wentz to throw. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Lions have recovered it.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Lions and Jameer Gibbs back out on offense. They had their field goal blocked last time out, so 3 points poorer on the scoreboard than they expected to be right here. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. They go play action with Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That run now has put him in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
goal line.
He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Just a yard away on 3rd and goal. Here's the jumbo package. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jared Goff touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Point after, up and good for Bates. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
Vikings 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Motion, reset.
Straight ahead. Here's Mason. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Wentz. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's going to be the Vikings who have the football, Brock, but given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw is Wentz. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Mason gets it from the gun. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass, and that RPO scheme offensively feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Avante Maddox. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 42-yard line.
When set to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Desperation time here on 4th. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Rolling into enemy territory. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's a gift to Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Don't forget the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. Bates' kick is up and good. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw, Wentz. Another one to Addison. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now here's Wentz. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. QB sneak coming. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give to Mason. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Now it's Scott. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Vikings trying to do some window dressing. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. This time it's a passing play. Well, left side brought in by Hawkinson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And the Vikings, 1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Minnesota.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's got it. It's in close. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Sticking to the air here. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.